Welcome to my channel Living Linux. In this video I'm going to unbox the Chatreey AMD Ryzen 8845HS mini PC. I ordered it on AliExpress during the back to school sales and I got €80 discount and also some other small coupons, and in the end the price was around €525 with 32 gigabytes and 1 terabyte of storage, which I think is a competitive price for the AMD Ryzen 8845HS with 32 gigabytes and 1 terabyte of storage. Oh, box in a box. Okay. So is this... Well, looks like only in Chinese, but I assume we won't be needing the manual. So I bought this model because it has a very big fan on the top, and it also has RGB lighting, but I don't really care about that. But I think you can switch that off. And there's also a fan on the bottom. And ventilation on the side. So there's one 2.5 gigabit Ethernet. And this is USB-C. I assume this is power. DisplayPort, HDMI. This looks like 2 times USB 2.0. Power button, headphone jack with microphone, 2 times USB 3, I think. And this one is 40 gigabits USB-C. I think this is the button to control the LED lighting. So what else do we have here? That's probably power supply. So let's see. Okay, so these are probably rubber feet to put on top of the screws. So yeah, that's usually not the handiest thing, because once you put the feet in and then when you want to change anything, yeah, that doesn't really help, but at least you have the option of the rubber feet. This is the USB-C power supply. So, and it can output 20 volts, 5 ampere, 100 watt. And looks like you get a HDMI cable. Yep. And I'll get one of my other devices to get a bit of a feeling on the size. So here we have a Raspberry Pi 4 in a Flirk case. So yeah, the Raspberry Pi 4 looks like really tiny compared to this one. This is the GMK tech with the Intel N100 inside. So you can see that this one is bigger, but yeah, on the other hand, that's not really a surprise, as you also need better cooling, because I think power consumption can go up to 65 watts, something like that. So yeah, you need better cooling for that. And that's also why I bought this model, because it has a fan on top and also I assume on the bottom. I've also seen other, let's just say, brand names that have a similar case and also a similar CPU. So I assume that there's probably a big factory that just ships them out and other companies pick them up and put their own brand name on it. So let's see if we can open it up. Well, the screws are put in tightly. So here it comes. Or I'll just pause it and then I'll come back when I have all the screws out. Well, as you could see, the second screw that I wanted to unscrew, that yeah, I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be like this, but the other three went out quite easily. But this one, I had the feeling that it started to push itself out a little bit, but then still it's not really easy to pop the bottom out. So what I did is just use a flat screwdriver and then just put some pressure and take it out. So you can see there's a fan in the bottom. There are two RAM slots. It looks like only one is populated, so yeah, will be interesting to see to upgrade that one. If I am going to try to find a similar RAM module. It's a 32 gigabytes DDR5 4800, so I think that's 4800 megahertz. I think this goes up to 96 gigabytes, and I'm going to try to use it for some of my AI projects. And then it's not uncommon that you need a lot of memory, also a lot of CPU power, so I'm not really sure if it's the 8845 is enough for the things that I want to do, and if it makes sense to upgrade all the way up to 96 gigabytes. Well, the screw of the SSD is also tightly in. So in a way that's good, but when you want to remove it, that makes it a bit more difficult. So let's see if there's anything underneath. Yeah, so the wireless card is underneath there. That's quite a common solution for when you have not that much space. It's actually interesting to see. First I'm gonna pop this one back in. So actually this is interesting because it looks like there is a second slot for an SSD, but that screw is underneath here. Oh, okay, so you might be able to pop that out, but you certainly, okay, so you can pop it out. Yeah, because otherwise it would be very hard to access the second slot. And I hope it will fit because it's really tight to the Ethernet port. So yeah, that's something I will have a look at that later on. And well, I think this one is actually a bit more pushed towards the middle, and this one is a bit more pushed towards the outside. So yeah, it should fit. It should fit because also the screw is also in a different position. So it looks like a tight fit, but should be possible. Perhaps you can also open this side, but I'm not going to mess with that because I think that's where the CPU is and it's not replaceable. So yeah, I really hope that this will help me with my AI projects. I expected it's 2 memory modules, but in this case it was only 1. So yeah, so I think dual channel in this case is not going to work. So yeah, I won't be able to get the maximum performance, but yeah, for the time being it will be a big step up from the usual single board computers and mini PCs that I have. And yeah, perhaps let's just say with a Black Friday sale I'll probably look at upgrading the memory. So that's all for now, and I hope to see you again in my next video.